welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to see how to handle the exceptions from your HTTP servers. And this video will show you a very simple demo for handling the exception. And let's get started. Here is a demo app. So in this app I have loaded all the food items on the page. So when I click on one of the item, it used to go to another page and shows all the details of that page. Now let's say I'm simulating this to click on an item where the item does not exist. So let's do that. Click on the second item. Now you see there was an error actually from the API, and the error has been nicely formatted and shown on the page instead of showing the details. And this is what we are going to see in this demo. Come, let's see how to do this. The complete code base for this application is in the GitHub. I've opened up the same app in the Visual Studio, and now let's go to one of the servers called food menu servers, and I'm going to create a get method which accepts an ID of number type, and then it gets all the details of a particular food item. So I'm creating a method called get food details which accepts a food item ID which is of type number. So I'm going to format the URL. So this is the URL of the endpoint that we are touching. Okay, now how do we invoke the HTTP server? So this .http.get pass in the URL, and then this will return of type food menu. So we are going to cast that as food menu, and we are going to return the data. Now see, this one, if you call, it is not going to handle the errors. It is simply going to give everything back to the caller. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to implement a private method called handle error, and that is the method that will handle the error. We will pass in the error to this method whenever error happens. So this method accepts an input of type HTTP error response, and what we are going to do is now define a variable or local variable called error message, and we will simply say single quote. So, and we are going to check if that error is of instance of an error event, and if that is the case, we are going to format a message in the error message variable. An error occurred, and then we will send the message received in the error object. So error dot message will give us the message that we received from the external API. If this is not an instance of error event, we will go to an else statement, and we are going to format the error message now. Okay, so in this case it is going to be any server error that happens at the backend. So we format this with the error status code and then an error message. We console the error using console.error error message, and then we simply return, which is nothing but we're throwing the error and then the error message that we formatted now. So return throw error is the operator, and then we pass in the error message. See, in a real-time application we will not be doing this. When we handle error, we will have to call an external or our internal APIs to record all the information. And if you're using any Azure telemetrics like App Insights, there is a good way of logging all the telemetric information, all this error information into the Azure App Insights. We will see that in a separate demo, but this is such a simple demo. We're going to see how to handle this error and throw a customized error message. Now we need to modify the get food details. So instead of just returning the data, we are going to use a RHS pipe and then go through the data. So we're going to tap the data. Tap is again another operator. So tap is something that you can massage the data, or you can visualize what data has come. We're simply going to log the information that we got. That is what a successful data will be there. So we will just do a json.stingify and put the data object, which will nicely put into a JSON format, and then we will then use a catch error operator. Catch error operator is another RJS operator. In this we will pass in the function handle error. That's it. Now the last step is to use this get food details into our component. So let's go back to this component. What I've done is we have used this get details, and then the only difference is here we put a comma next to the subscribe of the success method, and this is the error handling. So here once error is thrown, we will assign it to a local variable, and that local variable is what then displayed on the UI. You can see this. If the error message has some data, it is going to show us the data. Everything is successfully saved. Now we are back on the demo. Now you can see if I click a successful operation, it was a 200 error, so I showed all the data. Now if I go back and click the second one, which is having an incorrect ID, it is going to throw me 404, and then we nicely formatted the error and we showed it. We hide all the other details. So instead of showing a blank screen, this is much nicer to show a customized error message. In general, we will not show all these kind of information. We will nicely format in a different way and show a user-friendly message. This is only for the demo purpose. Do not do exactly whatever you receive in the backend. Don't show that. Just have a customized message. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, put that in the comment section and I'm happy to help you. You can find the entire code in the GitHub repository, and I'm going to share that in the description of this video, and also you can find it here. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe my channel, like it, share it, comment it, and never forget to click on the bell icon.